All right, we are here at my outdoor worm bin, and last time we did a massive feeding, and this is 5 days later, so we're just gonna dig right in, and we'll whoa, holy mackerel. Before I could even say I'm hoping to run into worm balls, look at that. That is incredible. Now, I've been checking on this daily because I was afraid of some heat, and it was mostly frozen, a little bit thawed out when we started, but it was just massive. So I'm expecting some mites, I'm expecting black soldier fly larvae, but we'll see what we have in here. But just look at the size, the huge ones, little ones. There's a little baby one, and as expected, we're having a lot of leftovers in here. It's only been 5 days, but lots of mites, and that's something I saw too when I first opened the bin. On the sides there were mites because this gets folded on. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh yeah, it's definitely brought the worms out, that is for sure. So let's just keep digging in and kind of aerating it too. And we put a lot of bedding in here. In fact, we put newspaper, and I'm seeing some of that. And I did add rainwater to this because it was really dry with all the bedding that we had, but just all kinds of worms all throughout. We estimate to have about at least 3,000 worms in this 20-gallon fabric pot bin here. And I'm smelling a little bit of the decayingness of the vegetable matter that's in here as far as food scraps. Not too bad. I think this is mango seed. They haven't even got to that part yet. And it does feel slightly warm. And black soldier fly larvae throughout here. Not massive amounts, but they're definitely in here helping to compost. So let's kind of mix things up, and this is just babies and big ones, and I mean, look at that in there. That is massive amounts of worms, you know, as far as what we typically see in here, all bundled up at once. We'll kind of get the sides to the middle to the sides, mix everything up, and that will certainly enable them to get to it more. Yeah, I love seeing the pink contrasted with the dark castings. And I'm gonna have to add a lot more bedding in here as we go. Look at that. That is just so cool. So cool. So the results were as expected. Lots of opportunities to look at lots of worms, which is great. We'll just keep going here. This is gonna be kind of a quick update because I'm not gonna add food or create a feeding zone. We're just kind of looking in and aerating, and wow. Oh yeah. Just everywhere. Banana peel right here. Okay, we'll just dig in here. Yeah, look at these castings. These castings are amazing. Now, I treat this as a continuous flow, so typically I'll pull out a bunch of castings as I feed, right before I feed, and put more bedding in. And I really need to do that. In fact, next time, the next 5 days from now, when I recheck on this, I'm gonna take out a bunch of castings. I just wasn't prepared to do it right away. Oh, hey, mango seed. There's the update. Right there below my index finger, lots of mites. And then in here, lots of castings, and I see a worm, and I'm sure there's more in there. There's food all throughout, so they're gonna have easy access to get to everything instead of stuff being matted down. I wouldn't recommend playing aerating your worms every 5 days, but we're gonna make it an exception just to keep an eye on this bin as I added so much food. You know, too bad I didn't do that or think about doing that with the rice bin experiment, because that thing really got hot. So if you're gonna do some experiments with your worms, you may wanna check on them. All right, let's put some coffee down, just a little bit of food source, and that didn't seem like some, that seemed like a lot. So let me spread that out a little bit, and then we'll do our grit. And then I'm just gonna kind of cover it with shredded cardboard. And I will come back in here in a few hours and add some rainwater to it after the worms kind of settle down a little bit, because this is a lot of dry. And inside, when I was digging in, it was moist, but you know, adding this much dry is going to change the balance, so we want to get more in there. And I noticed that there's a lot of bedding gone. I mean, they are really going through the bedding, so there's never too much bedding in a bin. So I'm seeing a little bit of fruit flies going on here, and this is an outdoor bin. So I think that's going to do it for this update of the massive feeding. So I hope everybody's having a great day, and happy vermicomposting, everybody. Take care now.